FFT, we're going to do losers bracket number 41, round 4. This is between OhGodBears on top and Liege on bottom. OhGodBears has Teddy the Ninja. This is, again, mostly an offensive charger, throw. Grizzly the Knight, which is mostly support from White Magic. Koala the Wizard, which is mostly offense from draw out. And Kermo the Lancer, which is mostly direct physical attacks. Then we have Wiz's team, which comprises of Seldia the Time Mage. This is entirely support, so we'll stay back and use haste and White Magic. Dissy the Ninja, which is more of a breaker ninja than anything else, so she is more capable of dealing damage than the other ninja on the other squad. Ziphany the Samurai, which is mostly there for draw out, though she can also revive. And Wiz the Lancer, Wiz the Lancer, who's there mostly to get off jumps if he can from his 10 speed, and or throw items at 3 range. Okay, as for the pre-battle analysis, let's go here. Okay, I think that despite the damage output by OhGodBears, I think Wiz has the advantage here because although overall his units have slightly lower HP, Wiz has the advantage that his units are capable of healing his squad mates faster, because Seldia has short charge and raise 2, and from further distance, i.e. because of throw item. I think that's going to be far more crucial than OhGodBears trying to charge the squad with Fairy or raise 2 and getting mid-charged really hard. Damage here, everyone has good or neutral compat, so the damages become interesting. This actually favors OhGodBears because draw out now deals like 316 or something like that to 3 members of Wiz's squad, but only the ninja would actually get KO'd by that, while that Lancer would normally KO two of the units anyways, and would deal close to 370 some, I think, to that female Lancer, which would hurt her drastically but wouldn't KO her. Meanwhile, Wiz really has no KOs on his squad against any of the members of OhGodBears' squad, except if the Lancer uses jump on the Wizard. That's the only one-hit KO he has. However, it should be noted that OhGodBears really doesn't have much other than damage and resurrection. If you look at status, this favors Wiz heavily. Not only is his squad faster than his opponent, his squad also has haste. When you start with a squad that is faster and moves better together and give it haste, it's going to start double turning the other squad for sure. Then you have the fact that if that ninja does manage to break stuff, because she has concentrated breaks, she will start putting the heavier tanks on OhGodBears' squad into the one-hit KO range. So that's another luck factor that needs to be watched out for by the other team. And since she has 2 swords and 2 chances to break, that could happen fairly often. Synchronization, despite Wiz's errors, favors Wiz. And I'll briefly point out some of his errors. For example, it's mostly on that Samurai, because that Samurai, Ziphany the Samurai, has a Flame Shield and a Magic Ring. There's no need to absorb both fire and... Oh, I don't know, never mind, I know why it's there. I'm being stupid, yeah, because Magic Ring absorbs water, so water balls getting thrown at her are going to get absorbed for 2 times the normal amount. Never mind. Then that synchronization number should be higher, actually. Because despite the slight disadvantages of synchronization in that neither the Lancer or the Samurai are damage optimized, it's optimized for inter-party healing, which works just as well. And despite having a three move Time Mage named Seldia, who's going to stay behind the rest of the squad and likely never catch up on a large enough map. She's also the fastest unit, and probably the unit who's going to first haste herself, so it's not too big of an issue. Plus, compared to his opponent's synchronization, this squad stays together better. In terms of AI, they're the same, because there's nothing glaringly good or bad for the AI, though we should see what the actual match looks like. Everyone, this is FTC, and this is going to be the first match between OhGodBears and Wiz. Losers bracket number 41. This is round 4. The first match is going to be the Cemetery of Heavenly Knight Balbanes, where Zalbak discovers what Daisadark really did to his father. Okay. The units here are split into groups of 2, and considering the high mobility, it shouldn't really matter. And immediately Celdia gets Dragon Spirit, and then runs off, I think, to cast Cure on herself. Dissy throws a Shuriken, doesn't do much because of damage split. Notice that already, Wiz's squad is just grouping itself together. But I think that Explosion made Cure 3 obsolete, but oh well. At least that stops Celdia from hasting her squad first turn. Kiku's going to deal 192 and put that wizard into critical. I mean, hitting through Abandon. Now Dissy's in critical. And the Samurai gets taken down for 600 damage. Okay. And yeah, Cure 3 does nothing because Dissy's dead. Koala goes over and uses more Asame so she doesn't die. Her HP's back to full. And the ninja goes down. The knight's charging Holy, I think. Celdia's charging Raise 2, and that's why all the units have 58 faith on her squad, is to make sure that after good combat, everyone will always be revived at 100% chance. Okay? The wizard's put back into critical, but that ninja should be careful, because she's risking getting one-shot next turn by 300 damage from Kiku by that wizard. And the Samurai comes back up. Instead of using Kiku, she uses Kotetsu because she can nail more targets that way. Notice that 260 damage was done to that ninja, despite... That's a lot. That's almost all of her HP, actually. Okay, the knight's going to try to not get mid-charged. Okay, and damage split saves the wizard from getting killed. Okay, so far it's anyone's game, but I suspect that as long as that wizard cannot be killed by Wiz's squad, he's going to lose. Well, until he gets enough haste off. And that Lancer continues to spam Phoenix Downs. And Raise 2 goes off despite the 70% hit chance. After this, Kotetsu should take out 2 targets. Okay. Wiz is now definitely at a disadvantage. It's 4 on 2, and that draw out's just freaking lethal. And Celdia gets mid-charged. She gets Dragon Spirited again, but Raise 2 goes off. On the Samurai, bring her back up. Wow, 91% speed ruin missed. Lancer goes down on them. The wizard gets put into critical again, but like I said before, they need to kill that wizard, not put her into critical. That won't work. Celdia casts Protect, which would be useful if it wasn't for the fact that the highest damage dealing unit on the other squad is a wizard using Draw Out. Okay. The wizard retreats, but she needs exactly full health to... Oh wait, she does have full health because of 201 HP, right? So she's fine. So... Celdia won't last too long as that ninja's after her. His low damage means that she won't die outright, thanks to Protect, but... She'll be spamming Cure every single turn instead of using Raise. Or those. And now she gets jumped on. That's the end of her. Actually, I think Jump is going to resolve... Is it going to resolve after she comes back up? Because if it does, that would be brilliant on the AI's part. Aw, it didn't. It's just one turn too early. Anyways. That's going to be an infinite loop between Murasame from the Wizard and Kiku from the Samurai, because neither can finish each other. So essentially, as long as no other units draw near, and Celdia goes down. Okay, so now it's 4 on 1. Wiz, you lost round 1 already. Simply put, the damage from that wizard was way too much for Wiz's squad to handle. And now she's going to get taken down by Kotetsu. Yep. Okay. Wiz, you lose round 1. To round 4 of the Losers Bracket. Losers Bracket number 41 between OhGodBears and Wiz. OhGodBears won round 1 simply because that draw-out wizard was never taken out, and due to good compat, she dealt insane amounts of damage to Wiz's squad, enough to two-shot Wiz's tanks. Meanwhile, despite good compat, Wiz's samurai couldn't quite bring down that draw-out wizard on OhGodBears' squad, meaning that she was stuck in a Kiku Murasame loop between the two units, rendering her useless for pretty much most of the round. Now let's see what happened on the roof of Ryovane's castle, where Malak dies and is resurrected, and where Elmdor, well, where Lead throws Barrington off the roof. Ninja starts with the Papyrus Plate that's concentrated off good compat. It's 208, which is probably the highest we've seen so far. Again, because of that initial attack, we almost never see Celdia using haste. And one poke from the Lancer brings Dissy down, forcing a Phoenix down. Already, Wiz is forced to heal himself and sandbag rather than haste and go on the offensive. This can't be good. Though Asura does a good amount to Asura brings down that wizard, but also does a good amount to Wiz's own units. I mean, OhGodBears' own units. Okay, Ninja goes in and uses a neutral compat attack this time. Celdia goes again for a raise 2, which is insta-casted thanks to short charge. So now Dissy gets a turn. Hopefully. Nope. Yeah, she does, because of a bandit. Off that mantle, right. And the wizard finally goes down. Okay. Considering how instrumental that wizard was for helping OhGodBears win, perhaps this will be a turning point in the battle. But perhaps not. The key is that OhGodBears' ninja is separated from the rest of the squad, and Beezenboat stops Knight from using Raise 2. Nice. So, and now it's Dissy's turn, I think, to take revenge on that ninja. Though I think that ninja has enough power to KO Dissy next turn. Okay, and ditto with that Lancer. That Lancer won't stand much of a chance next turn either. Celdia's brought down, but that ninja's gonna get brought down next turn by Dissy. It's still anyone's game here. But because Celdia has re-raised, that perhaps wasn't the smartest move to make. Because, well... And now Dissy's healed. There's no way she can even be brought down by that ninja. And she brings down... Grizzly. I mean, yeah, is that Grizzly? Whoever he is. OhGodBears' ninja. Okay, so right now it's 4-on-2 against OhGodBears. Losing that wizard was instrumental in causing him to lose. Now Celdia's just spamming other statuses, and considering all the remaining units are physical units, that's probably a good idea. And now the Samurai's gonna go for another Kiku. I think this one does it. Yep, so now it's 4-on-1. Against a Knight who can only attack physically, because he's out of MP. Celdia goes down again, but I don't think it matters anymore. The shield's broken and he takes on 17 damage. This should make him much, much easier to kill. Celdia's brought back up to heal herself, and given the nature of short charge, she's probably going to have it go through. And Asura heals Celdia, I think, for a good amount. Okay, and the Knight's no active, but this was already over a while ago. Okay, so we're gonna see both of you at round 3. FTC, we're going to be doing round 3 of losers bracket number 41 between OhGodBears and Wiz. Wiz took round 2 because he managed to take out OhGodBears' draw-out wizard. Without her, the rest of his squad simply couldn't deal enough damage, or enough AoE damage to be precise, to overcome Wiz's healing capacities, and the match simply turned from 4-on-3 to 4-on-2 to 4-on-1. What clinched it was that Beezenboat took out his Knight's MP, so his Knight couldn't even resurrect the wizard with Raise 2. Now let's see what happens on the final match. Dougal a pass. Okay, this is a small map and it's relatively clustered, so it should favor the squad that gets Kiku out first, really. Which in this case I think is OhGodBears. Zeldia runs away to heal rather than do anything else. But then again, here's why that works against him now, because that ninja ate up a lot of space that otherwise would have gone to the wizard to rush forward and use draw out. However, that like I said before, Kiku has best compat, deals 312, and like I said, one-shots that ninja. So it's not too big of a deal. But Kiku this time should oh wow, MP switch made it so the wizard survives to live another day. Okay. Zeldia is forced to heal again. Due to the AI, the Lancer is also going to spam another X potion, which means essentially there's 2 units on. Okay, no, Zeldia's Cure 3 goes off first. But that ninja hasn't taken any damage so far. Oh, and a Holy Proc for 71 damage. Okay, so it's already 4-on-2 against Wiz. The primary reason why he's already losing is because his squad got split up into 2 groups. The group consisting of Zeldia and Wiz, who are desperately trying to save each other, and the group consisting of the ninja and the samurai, which got killed by a draw. So essentially, Zeldia by herself can't do anything against that ninja because she's gonna keep taking damage. And sooner or later, that damage is going to become terminal enough that the Lancer is going to be forced to heal it. Meanwhile, the bottom squad has no chance against that wizard. What sealed it, I think, was the fact that that Kiku from the wizard did not kill. I would argue that was instrumental in Wiz right now, in Wiz's current position, which probably should be interpreted as a loss. Even with that wizard down now, Wiz no longer needs it to KO anyway. And she's going to be brought back up anyhow. Zeldia is out of her re-raise because she took terminal damage too many times. And despite using Murasame, which will heal the enemy for a lot, it's 4-on-1. This is over. Exactly. That sword did more than Murasame did because of compat reasons. And so will the Shuriken. And well, yeah, that Lancer was slow, so he doesn't even have a chance to fight back, really. Though he's going to get Phoenix down the ninja, so this could start up again. But that ninja has no resurrection abilities, and gets brought back down. The wizard doesn't use Flare, because I think she's out of MP due to MP switch, but it's overkill by now. Okay, congrats, OhGodBears, you will be advancing. Wiz, I'm sorry, but you've been eliminated.